Let's watch a preview from part 2 of the ABC Afterschool special, Cyrano.
Ah, at last, our other half of Romeo.
Cyrano, I have had thoughts.
You remember your speeches I prepared?
I am not going to use them.
Not going to use them?
Cyrano, friend, I am truly grateful, but I have echoed your words, your lines long enough. I must speak my own words now.
Cyrano, it is madness to enter here, the domain of Richelieu himself.
I must speak with the Comte de Guiche. For Christian to court Roxane in freedom, I must persuade the Count to take his attentions elsewhere.
There could be trickery.
I agree, possibly from him, and certainly from me.
An apology, Cyrano? How gracious.
You are too kind.
It is possible I could find use for the fervor of your Gascon cadets. Would you and your men wish to join me?
I cannot speak for them. As for me, I am more a poet than a soldier.
Indeed?
By chance, it so happens I am writing a play at the moment. Coincidentally, about a nobleman such as yourself, but of course not you at all. It is most tragic.
Ah, why tragic?
He forces a marriage with a younger lady who loves another. His lot thereafter is such misery, my tears for him blur my manuscript.
An impossibility of little concern. For as you say, this anguished nobleman bears no resemblance to me.
Mon Dieu, not the slightest parallel. You are much too clever to seek the unattainable, too proud to bend a woman's will, too prominent to seat a lady at your table who loves you not. Your servant, sir.
Your Eminence, I have information that the Spanish will attack us at the city of Arras. May I recommend we move to attack them first?
But, my dear nephew, with whom? All our swordsmen are needed here.
We might send the Gascon cadets, led by our old friend Cyrano de Begerac. Although, alas, the Spanish are so strong he would probably not survive.
Wouldn't that be a terrible tragedy?
And I myself will go with them. To ensure they do not falter, I will command.
From a sheltered position, I trust. Very well. Arrange orders. And tomorrow send them all to honor, to glory, and to their graves.
The very best good afternoon, madame.
What have we here? Musicians? Oh, how romantic. Your young cadet thought this up.
Of course, who else?
I shall summon Milady.
Then we, for the moment, will retire beyond the wall.
Poetic as your words have always been, Cyrano, in truth, they do not compare to his.
I take it then that Christian writes well?
Not just well, but heavenly inspired. I always thought you the best poet in France, but from the letters I have had from Christian these past 2 days, I must now put you second.
But his letters, aren't they long and tedious?
Indeed not. Each one just leaves me in greater anticipation for the next.
In his choice of words, is there not a certain coarseness?
Each syllable a jewel. Each sentence a melody.
Then his subject matter. Does he really seem to know of, romance, love?
Oh, you think just because he's handsome he doesn't have a mind? Listen. The tiniest rosebud of your garden, sequined by the mist of morn, turns not toward warmth of rising sun, but toward the aura of Roxane to dispel its tear of early dew.
He writes not of love, but agriculture.
You say that only because he is a rival.
A rival?
As a poet.
Oh, yes, of course. But from what you say, I must accept my demotion, and we may call Christian a master poet.
A better word is genius.
Ah, yes, that might be closer.
Oh, Roxanne, prepare yourself. The Comte de Guiche arrives.
Indeed he does. Cyrano, I prefer to be alone with her ladyship.
Thus I withdraw, temporarily.
Perhaps somewhat more than that, Monsieur de Bergerac. I come only to say au revoir. I leave tonight under orders to defend the town of Arras.
Oh, then you will be no longer here in Paris?
Will it make you sorry to see me go?
Oh, of course. You must promise to be very careful.
You know I am now in command of the regiment of the Guards.
You in command? What about Cyrano?
When I give him these orders, he will be subject to my command, as will be all his Gascon cadets, and they will lead the charge.
Christian?
Now, perhaps, we will get relief from that presumptuous elephant.
Then you do this to repay Cyrano for the public humiliation he caused you.
Exactly.
But would it not be more amusing to force Cyrano and the vain young cadets to stay here, while you and the others go off to gain distinction?
Only a woman would have thought of so exquisite a revenge.
I am pleased you approve.
I can only assume that this is an indication of your regard for me.
We can discuss it further upon your safe return.
Or perhaps even sooner.
I assume he's gone. The fragrance has returned to the flowers.
Cyrano, do you think that perhaps tonight Christian will come?
I would say there is every likelihood.
I only hope his speech is as beautiful as his letters.
I have a strong feeling, dear Roxanne, that he will have the same genius in both.
Your Eminence, I have thought of an even more destructive revenge on Cyrano. All his regiment will go, but Cyrano and his cadets will be left behind.
My dear nephew, I congratulate you.
To make the victory complete, Roxanne has indicated her concern for me, so I shall visit her tonight with a priest to marry us.
What is all this?
Ah, at last, our other half of Romeo.
Cyrano, I have had thoughts.
You remember your speeches I prepared?
I am not going to use them.
Not going to use them?
Cyrano, friend, I am truly grateful, but I have echoed your words, your lines long enough. I must speak my own words now. Please understand, I cannot turn my love into a game. Yes, I am in your debt. I've learned much from you, but one thing I know myself, and that is how to hold a woman in my arms. No one need teach me that. There she is. She is so beautiful. Suddenly my brain goes numb. Cyrano, wait, stay.
Speak your own words, Christian.
Roxanne.
Oh, Christian, we are alone at last, and you can speak out your thoughts to me. Pray, proceed.
I love you very much.
But
I said...
I know, but that is far too simple, Christian. Say it as you do in your letters, as Abelard said to Eloise, as Leander to Hero.
I love you, Roxanne. Say you love me too.
I ask for wine. You give me water. Tell me how you love me. Tell me how you feel.
I think you are wonderful.
That's the extent? Those words displease me, as if you had grown homely. Can you not put your dreams into words?
Believe me, I care for you considerably.
Something odd has happened to you, Christian.
Cyrano.
Congratulations.
She left me.
Her knitting doubtless seemed more exciting.
You must help me. Look, she is at her window. Tell me what to say, or I will die.
Oh, very well, but you do not deserve it. However, for her sake, stand over there under the balcony, Monsieur Silver-Tongue, and repeat exactly what I whispered to you. All right. Summon her.
Lady Roxanne,
Who is there?
it is I,
And who are you?
Christian.
Christian.
To what purpose do you remain?
I wanted to say,
I know you care for me considerably.
And more.
and more.
Love struggles in my soul.
Love struggles in my soul
Like a restless child.
like a restless child.
My heart is its cradle,
My heart is its cradle,
where it trembles with two fears.
where it trembles with two fears,
Insecurity and pride.
insecurity and
What? Pride.
pride.
Why do you speak so hesitantly?
Here, this is too difficult.
Please, go on, Christian.
Through the mists of summer, I grope in darkness toward the sun of you. My words, like the bees, seek the blossom of your secret ear. My words have learned the way, and pray you welcome them.
Oh, welcome them I do. Come closer.
First, let me delight in the wonders of this moment, wherein I, a muted courtier who has dared not speak of love before, can now, in the soft velvet of the night, release my heart to you.
I need to hear no more. My arms await you.
Climb.
She will know it was you, not I.
She will never know. Climb up, you clod. Ah, Roxane, did ever a man win a prize so dear, only to lose it in the winning? He kisses her, but she is kissing me.
Psst, psst, psst. We have a visitor, a monk.
A monk?
I seek the house of Lady Roxanne
At this late hour?
to perform a marriage under orders of Comte de Guiche. He is to join me here in disguise.
We are beaten. You are expected and doubly welcome, good father. Lady Roxane awaits with rapture.
But
Together with her intended husband, Baron Christian de Neuvillette. Go, inform Roxane. They must be wed quickly. Signal me when it is a fact.
But de Guiche...
I shall attempt to detain him. Now go. Gentlemen, inside. We form in the garden. Quickly. The prelude.
What goes on?
A nobleman marries this evening. Away with you, beggar.
Beggar, I am not. I am the Comte de Guiche. What do you mean by this? Open this gate, I say. How dare you? I did... Oh! Open this gate. Let me in.
My dear Count, I had no idea it was you. Those simple clothes. What has happened? You have fallen into poverty?
Open this gate, you fool.
Your arrival is perfectly timed. I'll confide a secret. This is Roxane's wedding night.
That's no secret, you idiot. I arranged it.
You did? Then you are indeed welcome. Shall we go and meet the happy couple?
Happy couple? So, it is you, de Neuvillette.
It was beautiful.
And so kind of you to arrange it.
My sincere compliments. And now, madam, kindly bid your husband farewell. Your regiment leaves tonight, sir. Report at once.
But you said the cadets would not go.
They go.
Christian.
And de Begerac, your orders. You go as well.
Come, the regiment is on the march.
Take care of him. Promise.
I'll try. I also promise his love will not falter, as you will see when you read his letters.
enemy draws closer.
And so does our end.
One last favor. Write my farewell letter to Roxanne as only a poet can. It may be a comfort to her.
I have already.
These spots. Tears. Your tears. All along, you have loved her.
Ridiculous.
Cyrano, we approach the end of life this day. You can tell me she is your beloved.
It is better you. Nothing could come of it. I would always be her fondly regarded, long-nosed poodle.
We are surrounded. Our only hope is for one man to get through and summon De Bruyne's regiment.
Then let it be me.
You, de Neuvillette.
I forbid it.
You forbid? It is I who speak for France.
I offer myself instead.
And that I will not hear of.
De Guiche, I call upon you to put your petty jealousies aside.
It is not that. With you wounded, he is in truth our only chance.
A coach approaches.
Impossible. Meet the assembly. Attend the coach. Open the door.
Good morning.
Madam Roxanne.
Roxanne, you?
Oh, Cyrano, I am so glad to see you.
But how did you get through the enemy lines?
Whenever I was stopped, I explained I was on a mission of romance. The Spanish officer merely bowed and waved me on. Strangely, if war is universal, so also seems an understanding of love. But please, quickly, where is Christian?
Righto.
He left. On his orders.
Oh, no, not now. Hold on! Quick, get him back to the fortress.
Oh, my husband. My dear, my very own Christian.
Talk to Cyrano. You must know the truth. Important.
What truth?
He is delirious.
Tell her. Tell her
Oh, my dearest, what would you have him tell me?
that it was not I.
Don't listen. His senses leave him.
Look, a letter over his heart for me.
He is dead.
Then there are two deaths to mourn tonight. Christian's and mine own.
2 deaths, and now a third, Cyrano's. But first, he will avenge the other 2. Cadets of Gascony, defenders of France, fighters for glory, we find not our end here, but out upon the field of battle. Attend up there. If you need a target, I offer you the largest nose in the world.
Roxanne, you've been in this convent almost 15 years. Do you remain here forever in mourning?
Forever,
And have you forgiven me?
I am at peace. I am here and Christian is here.
You love him still?
Yes, for his love lives on in his letters.
And Cyrano, he still comes to see you?
Every Saturday, without fail, he brings me news. Although poor, he is quite famous now, you know. He still attacks the false nobles, the false saints, the false heroes. In short, everyone, including you, dear Count.
In a way, I envy him, Roxanne. He leads his own true life in talk and action. He is the only free man I've ever known. The years have made me value him,
You honor yourself by understanding him at last.
but his outspokenness against those corrupt in power has made enemies. Warn him to be careful.
I have, but of course, he never listens.
I fear for your safety in these back streets. There could be danger. Then it will find us on whatever street. Look out! Cyrano! We must get you to a doctor. No, doctor. The This will cover my wound. It is my day to visit Roxanne, and nothing will stop me.
You will meet your death.
A friend we all must meet.
He is late. That's not like Cyrano. Have you heard anything?
My apologies. I am late for the first time. I was detained by an old friend.
You should have stayed and talked to him. If he were an old friend, I would not have minded.
I told him to come back in an hour, for this is Saturday, and I shall never miss a Saturday with you.
Your friend will have to be patient. I shall not let you go till evening.
Perhaps a little before evening, I must go.
Cyrano.
Look, Cyrano. Look how the leaves fall.
Yes. Yes, they die gracefully, in sweet motion until the end.
Then be my newspaper. Tell me now of the court.
The king is ill after eating 3 partridges, 4 ducks, and 6 pheasants. The queen gave a magnificent soiree at which they burned all the candles in Paris. And Madame Datis has a new husband, a 5th.
He has fainted.
Cyrano?
No, it is nothing.
But
My old wound at Arras.
we all have our old wounds. I have mine here. And over it, the letter that Christian wrote to me before he was killed.
Will you let me read it?
If you wish.
Goodbye, Roxanne, because today I die. I know that it will be today, my own beloved. No more shall my eyes look upon your fair features, never more with a look that is a soul's embrace.
You remember his letter?
I remember. But my heart shall continue beating since you hold it and not I. And in its pulse you hear my whisper. Goodbye, my dear, my dearest.
But how could you remember? I have never shown it to you.
Roxanne.
Oh, dear Lord. It was you who wrote it. It was you.
No, Roxanne.
I should have known all these years.
It was not I.
I understand everything now. The letters.
No.
The voice from the shadows.
No.
That all was you.
I never loved you.
Yes, you loved me.
No, Christian loved you.
Even now you love me. And I, you.
No! I did not finish my newspaper. Saturday, the 26th, Monsieur de Begerac found a new love. Alas, too late.
You must let me take her to a hospital.
This is my death scene, Ragueneau. Do not steal it from me. No, I will not go to a hospital. To the outer galaxies, yes, to paradise. And there I will await my Roxanne. And perhaps, when she comes, heaven will provide me with quite another nose. I raise my sword to you, Roxanne, and bequeath you my white plume.
Farewell, beloved. Your play finds its ending. I am the only woman in the world who has loved just one man and lost him twice.